Alright, there is a very good chance I broke my sound setup tonight, so please let me know if you guys can hear me. I got playing around with Voice Meter this evening, trying to get some amplification. It started to work, but I couldn't get it then working with Streamlabs, so I pulled the plug on it, and I'll try it again next week. Hey, Slingel can hear me. Fantastic. Bramble, good evening. How are you? I am once again just streaming to YouTube for now until I figure out what the hell is the cause of the occasional buffering. Keyboard clickety-clacketing. Yeah, I started to type up a message to make sure, in case you guys couldn't hear me, asking for confirmation that you could hear me. Loud and clear. Awesome. Yeah, I started messing with Voice Meter, which is a complicated little piece of software, but it has kind of superpowers. It has multiple levels of amplification it can do, and I know you guys have said that the game audio is kind of quiet generally, so I was hoping to resolve that tonight, but unfortunately got it working, just couldn't get it working with Streamlabs, so decided to put a pin in it.
I'm not so worried now that you're here, General.
Oh, thanks, Settler. Alright, where are we at now? Okay, oh yeah, we gotta head back and watch the reunion. We've got a level up to use. Okay, I'm trying to remember where we were trying to get. We started heading down this tree, and then I took a detour because of Demolition Expert. I think it's this one. Yeah, chance of knocking down your target, which seems super OP. So I'm going to grab that. Phil, Ravensworth, Bologna, hello all. Alright. Alright, let's kick this off and get to it. Head over to HQ. I guess we're just going to fast travel over there. And watch Jake reunite with his daughter. How's everybody doing tonight? While we wait for the load screens. I'm hoping less load screens than when we tested out that other mod last week because oh, and you know what? I totally forgot we were supposed to be doing Skyrim tonight, but I was just like in Fallout 4 mode because of the mod we played on Wednesday. So oh well, we'll throw a loop into it. Throw a wrench into it. I also was watching why can't I think of Many True Nerds final playthrough or final day of streaming SS2. I think it just got me in the mood. So I guess we're playing some extra SS2 today. That's all right. So apologies if you were looking forward to continuing with Skyrim.
Yes?
Just had Fallout 4 on the brain.
An announcement from the admin team.
All the open tabs. It could have been, Nick. I have everything shut down right now, other than the couple of tabs I was using with Voice Meter.
Please do not play holotape games on them.
Yes? Hi, how are you?
Be careful with Oberlin Station. That place is smack bang between Raider and super mutant hotspots. Hey, good timing. I was just getting ready to talk to Laura. Although I don't mind admitting, my nerves are starting to get the best of me. It's been so long. What if Laura... I mean, do you think she'll be happy? You know, to see me again?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You think? Oh, I hope so. Oh, stomach's gone all aflutter. Whew. Caitlin went to get Laura. She should be here any second.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, sweetheart. Look how big you've gotten. Oh, I can't believe it. Here you are.
I missed you, Dad.
I miss you too, sweetheart. More than you could ever know. Oh. Caitlin, I think we need to have some words. Figure things out. Because I can't lose Laura again. I can't let you take her away from me like you did before.
Dad? It wasn't Mom who...
Sweetheart, I want to hear everything you gotta say, but first, I need to talk to your mother. There's a lot she needs to answer for.
What do you want to talk about?
A lot of things, but mostly why Caitlin kidnapped Laura, leaving me high and dry in Sanford.
Don't you think you're being a little selfish here?
I suppose you've got a point. I didn't mean to be so dismissive. I just... Okay, Buttercup. I'm listening. What is it you wanted to tell me?
Dad, I'm the reason we left. Mom didn't kidnap me. I asked her to take me from Sanford.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? Why would you...
Everyone there hated us. Even when I was little, they all said horrible things about you, and Mom, and me. They blamed us for what happened to Sanford. And they were right. Growing up, I just felt so bad. And whenever I asked if we could help people, help the town get better, you just ignored me. You wouldn't even listen to Mom. You just kept saying you were doing what was best for me. But that wasn't true.
Thanks for the subscribe, Gothic Gamer. That sound, like when it happens in the middle of a little heartfelt moment, I just immediately have to cover my mouth to prevent it from making it worse with an outburst. All right, let's go on.
Please, go on.
You were just so angry at the town. I kept begging Mom to talk to you, convince you to buy back the water plant, fix it. But you wouldn't. It's like you wanted to watch Sanford fall apart. I hated it. Seeing people hurt. Knowing everyone hated us. Hated me. So I asked Mom to take me away. Find a new settlement where people were nice to each other. Somewhere where I wouldn't feel so bad.
I'm sure he had his reasons.
Yeah. Whoa. Hold on. Oh my God! Stop. Hold on a second. That sound is awful. Having some audio problems. Hold on. Something just went crazy. No idea what's going on there. Let's see here. Did I stop the horrible sound? Did I fix it? Please tell me I made that go away. That was horrible. Okay, good. All right, give me a moment here. Let's figure out what the hell that was. I'm fairly certain it was something with a voice meter trying to kick in. All right, what the hell was that? Okay, I'm not sure what it was, but I'm gonna just stop clicking buttons. We'll unpause, and I hope that the game doesn't melt. Whoa!
I am so sorry. I knew you were sometimes unhappy. That's why I focused my efforts on you and not Sanford. But you hit the nail right on the head. I didn't listen. I didn't want to listen.
But things are different now. I've been hearing a lot from the people who work here. About how you wouldn't give those gunner people what they wanted. Just to get me back. You didn't do it because it would have hurt the folks around you. Right?
Well, yeah, of course.
And you've been making people's lives better. Like you were saying on the radio. I know it's true, because look at everything you've done.
And I can't take all the credit. I've had a lot of good people helping me. I couldn't have done it without them. We've built up a real fine community.
That's all I ever wanted. You to help people. Do you think maybe one day we could do all this at Sanford too?
I know we could. Come here, sweetheart. I'm so sorry I didn't listen to you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And I let my hurt feelings
Give it
cause so
camera
much
work.
trouble. But I promise, from now on, no more of that.
I'm just glad that you and your family are safe now.
And I wonder who I have to thank for helping with that. Hey, I think me, Caitlin, and Laura need to talk for a bit. And that I need to make more than a few apologies. I'll catch you later, okay? Oh, and hun, thank you for helping me get my daughter back, for helping see there's better ways of doing things, and thank you for, well, everything. Saying I love you barely does justice to how I really feel. About you, about everything you've done for me. But I truly do love you. From the bottom of my heart. I'll see you later, hon.
So for those who haven't been following the whole stream, yes, we chose the romance path. Audience demanded it.
I can't believe a place like this was being wasted.
Okay, so now we're going to take a quick pause here and try and fix my audio issues again. So give me a second here. I'm going to try some things. Okay, so first you guys are going to lose the game audio for a moment. And then, in theory, I should be able to bring it back here without the horrendous sound. But what I'm going to do is turn it on monitor only, so only I can hear it, so you guys don't have to suffer through this if I'm wrong. Give me a second. Okay, let's see. Mess with this. Okay, I'm not hearing duplicate audio,
Regarding
so that's
bathroom
good.
amenities. The facilities department is glad to report that we now have fully functioning bathrooms.
Okay, just a moment, trying to get everything back how it was before I started tinkering with it.
It's a nice day, subjectively speaking.
Oh yeah! Okay, I think I almost got it. I just heard the oh yeah. Let's make sure you guys. Did you guys hear that? Oh yeah, I just did like a little test thing, and can you see it? Did a little test super chat, fake super chat. Heard the oh yeah. Okay, did the visual pop up? Okay, then I think we've almost got it. Just one more thing to change. And now you guys should hear game sound again. And saw visual. All right, so do you guys hear game sound now?
Hey, it's good to see you. The new library is great. So many books.
Okay,
It's
and then
just
one
a
last
shame
test.
So many people here can't read.
We're gonna test the super chat again. Oh yeah! All right, did you guys still hear that without echo?
What's on your mind?
If you run into Aiden, tell him I'm not talking to him. He's mean and also a jerk. Oh, but don't
Games
tell
in
him I
a
said
tunnel, huh?
I'll see you later.
All right, let's fix the tunnel audio. Okay, did that help at all? Is the echo gone? They're still echoey.
Firing before you shoot something you regret.
Let's try talking right
Yes?
to people. Hello, Cola. Lupe, you're gonna be our demo.
Hey.
Hi. You will not regret building a robotics lab. I can do amazing things with robots. As long as you don't mind a few conflicting ethical subroutines.
Voice is good? Okay, we finally got there. All right. Okay, so then I will try later in the week to try the voice meter again, so we can have some amplification, and you guys will be able to hear the game volume better. But let me go turn it up, make sure it's up all the way. Yeah, it's already at maxed out. Okay.
Loudly.
Okay, so let us see where we're at here. So that was the end of that. So I think we just need to run another assault, because I believe State of War, yeah, we're holding the Commonwealth against the Gunners. We can probably actually just sleep, and that will probably trigger the next round here. So let's go try that. Let's go ahead. Let's see if we can actually sleep, because I know there's occasionally a bug where it tells you that you're trespassing. No idea what causes that. We'll see if I'm trespassing in my own bed here. Alright, we're going to try sleeping until 11 a.m. See what happens. Okay, good. Didn't get the trespassing error. That's good. I need the ability to, okay, there we go. So now we're getting State of War completed. I wonder if Streamlabs has a way if I guess I can probably create a new, I'm hoping I can create like a clone of my current setup, so that way if I screw up again, then I can just flip back to it. I gotta look into it, see if it has that possibility.
Really use a cigarette.
Yeah? Yes?
Okay, so we just completed, what did we complete there? Completed State of War, okay. Let's head outside. Sometimes radio messages are locked down to outside.
Complex systems fail in complex ways.
You're from Sanctuary Hills. Pass through.
Hey, Berman. I'm using Streamlabs, which I think is like a fork of OBS, or vice versa. I use OBS for local recording, but I had a lot of problems with streaming with it for some reason. And Streamlabs seemed to have fixed a lot of that. There we go.
It's Magnusson. Apologies for my sudden absence. There were circumstances beyond my control. I understand you have possession of the holotape you were sent to retrieve. Good. Victory is within our grasp. Soon we'll have constructed the supercomputer and shall have control over atomic rain. But first, a brief field trip is in order.
Will we pass the speech check?
Is something wrong?
Let's just say I was feeling unwell. But it won't be an issue again. I've implemented a number of safeguards.
Field trip?
Yes, there's information you need to be made aware of. Your partner, Jake, is waiting for you at the Museum of Freedom in Concord. Hurry over and meet with them as soon as you're able. Once you've arrived, I shall explain further.
Jake's so
Goodbye
fast.
for now.
He snuck out the other door. Bolted over. Oh, we're getting all the turrets are respawning. One of these days I'll get make a little F4C patch to disable all the cell resets. Nick Carter, will there be another bug fix patch for the year ends? I'm hoping to get another bug fix patch out before Christmas. I am trying to finish up another little mod that I'm working on for Fallout 4 to get that out first, and then the patch will add some connective tissue to that mod from SS2 as well as bug fixes. So hopefully, but we're running out of time fast here. It's Christmas is just like flying up. All right, let's head over to Concord. Carbock Fallout 4 on Monday. Yeah, it's I was just like in Fallout 4 mode and some settlements mode watching Many a True Nerd's final playthrough, and then I just like mindlessly queued up SS2. So it was fated. I needed to play. It's fine because last week or on Sunday, no, I'm sorry, Wednesday, we ended up playing Mind Games. So I haven't played SS2 in a while. I must have been missing it. Because yeah, I was supposed to pick up the Skyrim playthrough, but we will pick that up next week. Oh, we got some respawns here too. Everybody's respawning.
Oh man, come back! I was having.
Don't you die on me!
Randy! I'm guessing that's who that was. Oh, he pulled a switchblade. He wasn't gonna take that lion down.
I can't see.
Everybody okay? We all good here? Okay. Guess we should drop a save here. I'm actually curious if I don't think the museum respawns, but maybe it does. Because it's been a while since I've been in here. I'm loving this gun. It's super OP as long as you don't mind the problem with the problem with double barrel of reloading every 2 shots. But since I've just been playing, I'm playing a stealth sniper build, and I just find myself beelining it forward. I think it's because we have so much combat. Like, it's hard to do the assaults and such with stealth. You could. It's just with the amount of enemies we're churning through. Okay, let's see if I fix this bug. Actually, first let's loot, then we'll check. I saw several people struggling with this. Hopefully I got it fixed.
Hi.
Ah, there you are. Ah, there you are.
Nope. Okay, so I know what the problem is.
There you are.
And actually, you know what? Let me check something real quick. Hold on, guys. So this bug is because at one point we accidentally. So it's very interesting how this is all set up. So we have the HQ radio system, which is
there you are.
Yeah, hang tight, Jake. The HQ radio system is a invisible actor, right? And we. Okay, every time I click on something on my desktop, it shrinks the game down. Give me just a moment while I fix this. So anyway, there's an invisible actor, and we gave him the ability to kind of float, so that
there
way.
You are.
Oh man, that's gonna drive me nuts. So that he could be wherever we needed him to be. And
there you are.
Unfortunately, at one of the patches, we accidentally removed that ability to float, and so the HQ radio actor was then at the mercy of the nav mesh again. So what I have to do here is find our little fake actor here, which I believe is here. Alright, we gotta find our little dummy actor here. Oops, wrong button, wrong. Yeah, he's like way far away. Hold on a second, I'm gonna load up the CK. We're gonna solve this with some console commands, just bear with me here. But yeah, we've been trying to fix this for existing saves and have tried in the last 2 patches to resolve this, and occasionally it works. I have a bunch of saves, but actually, you know what I'll do right now is save museum conversation issue. So I have another save to test new fixes with. But basically, I've just got to teleport the appropriate actor to me, so I just got to figure out which one that is. Sonic Phil, I can't recall if Mr. Postman meant to accost me as I exit 111 on a new save. It's probably just it was probably just an oversight. So remember, it was the one weekend mod. So we probably didn't put any checks to see how far you were in the main quest or anything. Probably just as long as you're in the overworld, that's all that mattered. All right, let me find chapter 3. I'm gonna load that up in the CK. I'm doing this on my other computer, so you guys cannot see this yet. For now, you're just going to see blinking cursor and Jake's dead stare. Yeah, spoilers. We're deep into chapter 3. If you haven't played through chapter 3, this is not a good stream to watch yet. Go finish your playthrough first. Hello, Sir Rick. Just in time to watch one of our quests break. Oh, it's stream. It's not showing you Jake. What? Oh, you have yours up. Okay, I was gonna say, what is this? What is the stream doing? Let me see here. Studio mode, so I can see what. Okay, yeah, you guys are seeing. You guys should be just seeing a nothing basically. While I wait for the CK to load. Oscar Fry, would the multi-person home building plan be blocked if I built 8 single-person homes from the Wasteland Adventures add-on packs? No, it shouldn't matter where they came from. Jeremy, if you're getting the no building plans, actually I can show you that while we're waiting for the creation kit to load. I can show you the solution. You'll want to get the Sim Settlement, the city plan, I'm sorry, the city manager's holotape, which there's a bunch of different ways you can get it. One way is just go to the museum, I'm sorry, in front of the museum in the hardware store. It's like sitting on a little table. You can just grab one anytime. But when you run the holotape, and then you're going to go down to Tools, Advanced Tools, and you're going to hit Rebuild or Reset Building Plan Caches. If you do that, it should recalculate all the building plans that you have access to and let you get at them. So currently we're waiting for Chapter 3 to load up in my creation kit so I can find the name of the actor, or the ID for the actor that I need to teleport to us so that it can get this conversation moving. Another bug for the pile to sort out. These bugs are tricky because this one I know is very inconsistent because I've watched it play correctly and then I've seen it play incorrectly. And now we are seeing it play incorrectly right now. I do not know, Jeremy. I have no, I've never seen that happen without being resettable. But if someone said they logged it, then it means that they have reproduction steps. So I will be looking at any posted issues this week to try and get a patch out before Christmas. So I'm not sure what it could be though. Okay, CK loaded. Give me just a second to find the name of the actor we need right now. Okay, we were looking for... Oh yeah, we're looking for the invisible dummy. So for whatever reason, this one that I ran the little command that did like a distance check, for some reason, he didn't teleport here. And I don't know why that is, but we're just gonna go move to player.
Sure.
And now he's kind of like on
Got some
top of
good
me.
news.
There we go.
With Magnusson's help, we deciphered the holotape we found in 111. We can now make more advanced ASAMs. In fact, I already built one. Saying that, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but between you and me, I get a little tired of all this mystery and intrigue. Sure, he's helping us, but I wish Magnusson would just stop drip feeding us stuff. Just tell us everything we need to know already, so we can get on with things.
That is precisely why I asked you to come here.
Oh, Doctor, I didn't realize you were, wait, how are you?
Didn't mean to startle. To make our discussion a bit less cumbersome, I've commandeered what remains of the museum's PA system. And, considering what it is I have to say, I thought this museum an appropriate venue. Now, shall we begin?
Please do.
The reason I asked you here is, well, there are certain topics I've avoided discussing or have intentionally sidestepped whenever you made mention of them. But before we go any further, these topics are things you need to know, and I believe that I can now trust you with this knowledge. So, to that end, I shall reveal to you who it is that employs the Gunners. But before that, I must explain to you about Project Selene and the Engram tape technology the Gunners seek.
What can you tell me about this project?
Yes, Project Selene. Many saw the end of the world coming, and many made attempts to preserve something of what was, be that resources, data, people. My attempt was Project Selene, a self-sustained habitat for humanity, built upon the surface of the moon. A lunar colony! I knew I could do it. I just needed funding so I could develop the technology to pull it off. That's where Robco came in. With their financial support, I successfully developed the tech that would guide the construction of the lunar colony's complex infrastructure.
You're talking about ASAMs, aren't you? So that's what you made them for.
Yes, ASAMs. It's with Robco's backing that I was able to create them. Real ASAMs, mind you, not these phony baloney knockoffs you've been using.
What did you say?
Yes, that's right.
The moon got cut off.
Before you were born, Americans had
Guessing
already
that
set
was
foot on
a
its
cleverly
dusty
stitched
soil.
together line.
And even back then, they knew it offered more than just a celestial nightlight or an out-of-the-way place to store an old flag. It took 83 years, but eventually, the U.S. was ready to stake a claim, to start colonizing the moon. Unfortunately, so were the Chinese. Commie forces had invaded the lunar surface, but the good old US of A already had a team waiting for them. My team. We called it the Battle in the Sea of Tranquility. Hell of a fight. We won, of course, but it came at a price. The Space Administration had a change of heart. They deemed colonization impractical, too costly. They scrapped the project, covered everything up. That's when I decided to leave the space program, retire from the Air Force. I wasn't ready to give up. So I started Project Selene.
What happened after that?
At this point, Armageddon was still at least 2 decades away. Of course, I didn't know that at the time, but many of us suspected we didn't have long. I moved into the private sector, took whatever research jobs seemed interesting. Cryogenics, plasma-based propulsion, engramic digitization, whatever I thought might be useful for Project Selene. Eventually, once I'd compiled enough research, I brought my project proposal to Robco.
What was it like working with Robco?
Irritating, but productive. Thankfully, Robco's CEO was an old friend of mine, who just so happened to owe me a few favors. So, whenever things became too vexing, the drop of a name, a short phone call, and most things would iron themselves out. Or, so I thought. Evidently, even a CEO has a limit to how many strings they can pull. And eventually, marketing will always demand its pound of flesh. You see, Robco's board of directors weren't very happy with my altruistic effort to save a sliver of humanity. No, they wanted something they could sell. They wanted a product.
It sounds like you were really making a difference.
If events had transpired differently, perhaps I could have made a difference. However, before I could even construct a rocket to launch the first payload of ASAMs to the lunar surface, Robco double-crossed me. They cut my funding, took the ASAMs, and kicked me to the curb. Cut adrift, and with time against me, I sought salvation from a devil. In order to salvage Project Selene, I made a deal with Vault Tech. They got my project back on track and facilitated the production of the Engram tapes.
Can you tell me more about this technology?
The Engram tapes were my answer to managing something as sophisticated as my Project Selene. Initially, I tried using computers for the task, but they lacked the ability to solve problems creatively. After that, I tried robots, but operating individually, they simply weren't clever enough, and when networked, their personalities became unstable. So in the end, I settled on using an AI. It presented the best option, and lacked the drawbacks of the previous methods.
Hold on, AI? As in an artificial intelligence? You sure don't half-ass things, do you?
I needed the best, which is why I constructed the AI using a copy of my own mind. It took some time, but everything I am was copied and downloaded to 5 tapes. These were the Engram tapes.
How'd you do that?
Thankfully, the technology to copy one's mind was already available. Not that it was easy to come by, but it helped to know the right people. Still, the process was experimental and wasn't always gentle to the user. A number of people had passed away undergoing the procedure. Well, I wasn't feeling quite ready to have my brain fried, so I did what I could to improve the hardware. And I'm pleased to say I did a rather good job. And so, my brain was copied. Most people's Engrams fit into a single tape. Those performing the procedure thought mine might fit into 2. I said at least 4. But in the end, it was 5. It seems at times even I underestimate the utter brilliance of my mind.
Oh, sorry, I'm behind on chat there. Daniel Moore, hello. Kingeth, how are you doing? I'm doing well. How about you, Daniel? Carvock, Moon-based settlement when? Isn't there a mod? I could have sworn there was one that released, like, in the first year or 2 of Fallout 4 mods that puts a moon settlement into the game. Am I crazy, or does that not exist? And then I know there was a second one that came out that was a space mod where it's like, I think Turkey and Grill put it out, and it was kind of a pseudo remake of the Fallout 3 DLC, and I think that has a buildable planet settlement or something. I swear that this exists.
Someone's a little full of himself.
I'm going to overlook that comment, but only because I need you to understand how important these tapes are. Why they'd be so valuable to someone like the gunner's employer. You see, collectively, the Engram tapes hold the total sum of my experiences, knowledge, and personality. They're a virtual treasure trove of information. And as if that were not enough, the tapes are also the key to the operation of Project Selene.
Who were the gunners working for?
Would it surprise you to learn that you've already met them? They're the ones who came to my rescue when Robco stabbed me in the back. They offered you and your family the chance to survive nuclear annihilation. Yes, that's right. The gunners, they work for Vault-Tec.
Are you crazy? Do you even know what year it is?
I'd appreciate it if you'd abstain from questioning my sanity, and I will state it again. The gunners work for Vault-Tec. Or had you naively thought Vault-Tec gone, believed they had simply laid back and allowed themselves to be destroyed when the bombs fell?
But Vault-Tec? How is that even... I mean, where have they been all this time? I never seen them around anywhere. How could they have survived?
You want to know where Vault-Tec is? Look to the memorial in front of you, or better yet, just look up at the night sky. Vault-Tec provided me everything I needed to bring Project Selene to fruition, also that they could snatch it away for themselves. And so, for 2 whole centuries, Vault-Tec have been hiding themselves away, safe and sound, in my lunar colony.
You sure about that?
Vault-Tec approached me claiming they wanted their own version of ASAM technology and promised to fund Project Selene in exchange. This was all under the table, mind you. Officially speaking, Vault-Tec knew nothing of my project. But Madison, The one who arranged it all, she knew. She knew everything I was doing. I trusted her, and she used that trust to hijack my project. But they didn't hijack everything. My time with Robco taught me valuable lessons. This time, I ensured certain avenues remained open to me. Even without the comm hub, I was able to at least somewhat monitor Luna Colony. Was able to see what those bastards were up to.
Whoops. Wrong button.
Why are you only just telling me about this now?
Because I didn't know if I could trust you. Or how you'd react when you learned the truth. And, to be quite blunt, until now you didn't really need to know. There are times that certain knowledge only serves to muddy the waters.
I guess it does make sense.
I appreciate you being receptive. It'll make what's to come less difficult.
Okay, I can accept that the Gunners are working for Vault Tech. But back in 111, you said the Gunners were hired to locate, secure, and then deliver Engram tapes to their employer. Now, I know you said they're important, but there's gotta be more to it. If Vault Tech already has a whole Luna colony, why are they making the Gunners tear apart the Commonwealth? In order to find a bunch of tapes?
Because Luna Colony needs the Engram tapes in order to function. Without the tapes to regulate and sustain its systems, the colony is on the brink of catastrophic system failure. I'll admit, I'm at a loss as to how Vault Tech has kept things running for as long as they have, but their time is up. Luna Colony has begun its collapse. And without the means to return to Earth, if Luna Colony perishes, so will Vault Tech. That is why they are so eager to acquire those tapes.
How do you know what their goals are?
I've been able to tap into communications from both Vault Tech and the Gunners for quite some time now. And whilst I don't overhear everything, I've heard enough to piece the situation together.
Why can't they just leave?
They can't leave, because I didn't design Luna Colony with the means to do so. It was intended to be a one-way trip, and evidently Vault Tech didn't bring anyone with them who possesses enough brain cells to construct their own means of escape. Bet they regret leaving me behind now.
That's a lot to process.
I know you and Vault Tech have history, Doc, but are they really our enemy? I mean, it's been the Gunners who've...
The Gunners are following orders from Vault Tech. Ultimately, Vault Tech are responsible for this war, and make no mistake, they are your enemy. Listen, the reason I've told you all this is not to scare you, but so you can fully comprehend what you're up against. You've become a potent hindrance to the Gunners and their employer. The Gunners have already located 4 of the Engram tapes, and if you thought this war you found yourself in was bad now, if Vault Tech get their hands on all 5 tapes, they'll have all they need to ensure you never hinder them again. That is why it's imperative we use atomic rain as soon as we can. Wipe the Gunners out before they have a chance to fulfill their contract. It's the only way to guarantee the safety of yourself and the Commonwealth.
Come on, Doctor. You're taking it more personally than that.
I keep forgetting how perceptive you are. Yes, you are correct. The scope of my motivations goes beyond the well-being of you or the Commonwealth. This is personal. Vault Tech took something from me. And they threaten to take away a lot more if they're not stopped. That is why the moment for us to strike is now. For the sake of everyone, we must bring this crisis to an end.
Don't worry, Doc. We hear you. When it comes to ending this war, we're all on the same page.
We've spoken long enough. It's time for you to move out.
What do I need to do?
Proceed to the USAF station where you found the comm hub, and then I'll direct you in the assembly of the supercomputer. Magnusson out.
Huh. Guess that's a history lesson over with. Still, vault tech. Did not see that coming. But does kind of make sense, if it's true.
What do you think?
As crazy as it all sounds, everything Madison said does seem to add up. Could be everything you said was 100% sincere. Or he might just be a master of deception.
He's probably telling the truth, but you never can tell.
Anyway, looks like Magnusson wants us to go to Olivia. Come on, let's go get this computer built. Lead on and I'll follow.
Okay, off we go. Yeah, I agree, Phil. It's anytime Magnusson and Jake both, anytime either of them are speaking, I just want to shut up and let you guys listen to them.
You ever think what the vaults were all about? I mean,
yeah, honestly, I loved to see that the show did it. I was like, aha, we beat you to it. Like, you can kind of tell that's where the story was pushing it. Like, I don't know if that's where the original creators, like if that's where Tim Kaine and Josh Sawyer and all them intended for it to go, but it seemed to be where Bethesda was pushing it to go, which is where I think Sir Rick picked up on that. But yeah, it was really cool to see it happen in the show. I mean, not the, we haven't seen them go to Lunar Colony, but hey, there's still another season. Who knows? All right, let's see if we get some more respawns to poke with our super shotgun here. I definitely hear bugs. Whoa. Oh, it's the Brotherhood, okay. That's a lot of lasers.
Looks like another raider group's moved in since we were last here. Well, let's clean house. Come on, let's head into Olivia.
Okay, no raiders outside. I don't know what he's talking about. Oh. Definitely raiders around. Found some jet. Excuse me.
Hostiles inside. We need to take them out.
I'm not seeing any raiders, Jake. I think you're confused. Oh, there's one. Yeah, here we go.
Wasted.
Jake's got plenty of firepower. Wait, where's this person? Oh.
Luna, you better be worth it.
Hey, buddy.
We show them.
Alright, where's the last one? Oh, wait, are they stuck back in here? Yep. Hello. Oh, wait, it was going to let me loot whatever that was. Okay. The only jet raider about these parts is you, KG.
Magnusson here. You should be at Olivia by now. I trust all is well.
Yeah, everything's fine, Doc. We're good to go. So this is where we're building the computer, right? To hijack atomic rain?
Yes, that's right. We'll be utilizing Olivia's satellite dish. Before the war, I dispatched the comm hub here for similar reasons. Regrettably, the bombs fell before the hub could be connected. But let us not fixate on past failures. Instead, we should focus on assembling the supercomputer. That is, if your chief is ready.
Let's go.
Let's get this thing built.
Indeed. Let's get started. Mr. Evans, you brought the enhanced ASAM I requested you fabricate, correct?
Oh, yeah. Got it right here.
Good. Now, this may be a tad more complicated than you're accustomed to. Nonetheless, I'll guide you as best as I can. First, take the improved ASAM and position it on a nearby surface. The sensor should then scan the vicinity for equipment and materials we can utilize.
This sure brings back memories. Here, catch. Seems only right you should be the one to do the honors.
There we go. And now this actually... I updated the description of this now that the functionality's in after the Weapons of Mass Destruction patch. Though there, at this point, if you're here in the story, you don't actually have any architectural marvels available unless add-on packs have added them. Do you guys notice any add-on pack updated or released that has marvels? I know I haven't noticed any, but maybe they've happened since I made the last news video. And it's also, I don't usually like track all the updates people have done. I keep track of new things that come out. I don't know if anybody's released one yet, but at this point you would be able to use marvels added in by add-on packs, and then the one that we include isn't extended and it comes after the end of the story. Jason Greger, just want to drop by and say thanks and praise for creating some settlements too. I've been playing through it for a couple of days now and love it. It's better than DLC, or better DLC than anything Bethesda's made. Well, thank you for the kind words. I will warn you that you are about to get heavily spoiled if you keep watching, because we are at the pretty far into the story right now. We're deep into chapter 3 right now. Charles Joseph, you added the Enclave to the game. Yeah, we're hoping to add a... oh, I see it, Phil. You're ahead of me. We're hoping to get America Rising 2 patched on Frezes 2 to better incorporate the faction as another potential ally in the Gunner Wars. I've given Adelino all the information, but he's just been tied up. He's trying to do various other things. Bug fix the mod, and then he did some stuff for the VC program, so I think he's just been busy. Matthew Watkinson, John from Any True Nerd was singing praises of the mod in his last episode of the SS2 playthrough. Yeah, I was so sad to see. I'm almost done watching that episode. I'll probably after the stream finish watching it. Be my my bedtime story to see how he wrapped it up. But yeah, that's been a part of my life for every Sunday for over a year. Watching that, it's been really cool to watch and see, and it's really interesting because like so many people, just watching the comments on his videos, like so much of his audience hasn't played it yet, so it's cool to see it get to a new audience. Choose Captain Cosmos has one. Oh, awesome. Amri's SS2 is now a canon mod in my eyes. That's good to hear. Unfortunately, not officially. I've talked to Bethesda people and asked them before what it would take now that we see achievement status in Starfield. How do we get to the next level, which is official canon status? I got kind of a reaction to that. I think all canon has to go through Emil, so I'll have to go make friends with him next. See if we can get some canon status on some things. John just needs to restart with a new character and different ending for different remnants. Yeah, I don't. Did he get the remnants to finally play? Because I had sent him an email like when the patch was about to drop and was like, hey, you can do this, and this to get the remnants. And then he had some trouble, and then he was emailing me while he was trying to film it, and I unfortunately wasn't around, so I missed it, and then he just moved forward without it, so I didn't know if he was going to get to it or not. It's official in my eyes. It feels disgusting playing without SS2. I will agree for the settlement stuff alone, but it does feel weird now to play without having the Jake story. I mean, and part of the what ended up being something we ended up doing with SS2 that we didn't set out to do this. It just kind of started happening, and then it was like, actually, this feels really good, which was like creating a through line from the beginning of the game to the end of the game that made sense, incorporated everything, and I don't know, it just made it feel all like it came together, even if you weren't really focused on the Sean is your son thing. And of course made settlements an important part of the game story, which I like. But that was a secondary goal that just kind of emerged partway through production. And yeah, I kind of agree. It does feel like it feels like the main quest now. It feels like the SS2 story has become the main quest of the game. But part of that is because I've been playing it on loop, so I don't know that everybody feels that way. But I've been playing, how long we've been doing playthroughs? I'm on like my 4th or 5th playthrough of Fallout on stream, and always SS2 is the focus. Carbuck, the alien stuff from Nuka World where the hub people are, put that on a plot. Oh, nice. I assume you're talking about, wait, are you suggesting I do that, or are you saying somebody did do that for a Marvel? Nick Carter, do you know if the free new Enclave CC mods made the Enclave their own faction? I don't know. I would assume that they put a faction entry in there, but I haven't looked under the hood.
I'd appreciate if you didn't toss around the delicate equipment.
Oh, go ahead. Put the ASM down on that desk there. Seems the best place for it. When you're ready, just place the ASM on that desk.
Everything full circle.
Now, pay close attention, adhere to my instructions, and we'll have this supercomputer built in no time at all.
That's the plot they made. Awesome.
Hold
Sure,
on.
Captain worked on it.
Quite get this corded. There. One satellite controlling supercomputer made to order. I think we're done. Whew. That was definitely more complicated than using a regular ASAM. But still, surprisingly simple. Madison sure came up with something special when he invented ASAMs. They really do allow you to build some miraculous things.
Amris, I assume the Enclave are set up as a faction because the AR2 has... Yeah, and that makes sense because I'm pretty sure Adelino did the Enclave Creation Club thing too.
Obviously, the man was brilliant to come up with something like this.
Speaking of, we were meant to contact the doctor when we were done working on the computer. He said there's still one thing left to do. But before that, I was wondering if we could take a moment to talk.
All right, let's hear it.
Well, it kind of feels we're coming to the end of things. Don't you think? Once we turn this computer on, one way or another, the war's gonna soon be over. I suppose I was just thinking, knowing what you know now, if you had the chance to go back to when we first met, would you do it all again? You know, ASAMs, settlements, taking on the Gunners, forming our own group. Putting up with Aiden. Knowing how hard it's been. Would you still choose to do it all?
Where's the no regrets button?
I wouldn't have it any other way.
I suppose that's why you're the one in charge. If only we could all have your level of self-assurance. But you know what? Asking myself the same question, I think I would do it all again. And not just because of Laura, but because I've realized the hard times, they're what reveals the kind of person you really are. And if it turns out you don't like what you're seeing in the mirror, well, now you've got a chance to change that.
The ability to change and adapt is a fundamental part of being human.
Yeah, I think so too. I came to the Commonwealth to find my kid, but I ended up finding a heck of a lot more. I found good people, a group that I care about, a cause worth fighting for, and I found myself. All because of the hard times. And also, I found someone to love too. So, yeah. Yeah, I think I would do it all again. Sorry, I kind of went off on a tangent there, didn't I? But I meant every word of it. Anyway, let's get back to the matter at hand, shall we?
Sure thing.
All right. Time to let Magnusson know what we're up to. That radio on the desk there should be linked to the dock's comm frequency. Use it to let them know we're ready to continue.
You finished assembling the supercomputer, yes? But a few more steps, and atomic rain will be under our command, and the gunners will bother you no more.
What happens to Voltec after this?
Well, once the gunners have been removed, if all goes to plan, without possession of all the Engram tapes, Luna Colony's systems will continue to deteriorate until they can no longer sustain human life. At that point, whatever constitutes Vault-Tec these days will perish, and the threat they pose will die with them.
Everything is in place. It's ready to go when we are.
Excellent. There's only one thing left to do. The supercomputer must be linked to the comm hub, or array, as you now call it.
That might be a problem, Doc. You see, the comm array ain't exactly as portable as it used to be. I'm not sure we could get it here.
I know that. Did you think the use of an ASAM sensor in building the supercomputer was solely for ease of construction?
Oh, he's waiting for me.
Physical relocation of the array will not be necessary. The supercomputer's integrated ASAM will enable remote connection.
Oh, of course.
That's subtitle stuck
Right.
down there. Ah, yes, hello.
Why didn't I think of that?
Once the array is linked, I'll be able to broadcast atomic rain's access codes from my lab to the comm array. The codes will then be decrypted by the supercomputer before being relayed via Olivia's transmitter to the atomic rain satellites themselves. And then we'll finally have access to atomic rain's nuclear arsenal.
Oh.
Can you tell me more about this technology?
The Atomic Rain program was a project of mine, before Selene, when I still held the misconception that a nuclear holocaust could be averted. I'd wager the only satellites still functioning are the ones I built and sent to orbit myself. The project was an unmitigated disaster.
What do you need it for?
I designed and built the first batch of Atomic Rain satellites. The foundation for the technology was based on a precursor to ASAM tech. Consequently, the comm array is uniquely compatible with the satellites, able to send and receive the necessary ELF signals. With a little help and a few decryption algorithms provided by the supercomputer, that is.
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Very well. I shall initiate the link-up procedure. First, I'll establish a direct radio connection between my lab's mainframe and the comm array. There we are. Next, linking the array to the supercomputer. And it is done. Verifying connection stability and... Hello? What is this?
That doesn't sound good. What is it?
That noise. We shouldn't be hearing that. It's the ASAM boot-up frequency. It's a dummy broadcast, used only during initialization. It calculates the position of all ASAMs and any connected radio... signals. Oh no. The comm array! Have you made any modifications to it recently? Answer me!
No. I mean, when we found the hub, we made some repairs, swapped out a few components. Then we rebuilt it into the comm array. Maybe installed an upgrade or two, but nothing recent, nothing you don't already know about.
Software! Have you installed any new software?
No, nothing. The only thing recently was a holotape recording from the gunners, but I checked it. It was clean. It was just a recording.
A recording alone wouldn't trigger this kind of behavior. Unless... the parts used to repair the comm hub. Where did they come from?
The Commonwealth Regional Headquarters for, Vault-Tec. They had this basement there, and, it was full of...
Vault-Tec! Of course! You used parts from their comm hub facsimile, didn't you? That explains how they did it.
Tell me what's going on.
The comm array. It's been bugged by the gunners. They've likely been monitoring our conversations ever since you inserted that holotape.
Are you in danger?
That is a distinct possibility. I just connected my laboratory's mainframe to the bugged comm array. If the gunners are even half awake, they'll have traced my radio signal by now, pinpointing my exact location. I may be in considerable danger.
Okay, that's not good. But maybe the gunners weren't paying attention. You could still intercept their communications, right? Find out what they know?
Yes, I'm already working on it. Stand by. I'm patching us in.
It's Alpha Golf. Ready, con. Notify Captain Lamont. Magnusson's position has been... Final Engram tape location confirmed. Case Quincy. Repeat. Quincy. Troops ready to...
Blast it all! The gunners, Vault Tech, they've discovered my whereabouts. They know I'm in Quincy, and they know I possess the last Engram tape. I don't know how they found out, but they know I have it, and they're coming to take it. You must help me.
Why didn't you tell us before?
Perhaps I should have told you, but it wouldn't have made a difference, besides maybe hastening the gunners' arrival. Understand, it wasn't a lack of trust in you, but instead the crucial need to keep the Engram tape's location hidden.
Did you say Quincy?
Yes, Quincy. And that's as much as I'll disclose right now, given the current circumstances.
Of course I'll help you.
Dr. Magnusson, transmit the atomic rain launch codes, and we could hit the gunners before...
Don't you understand? It's too late for that. I'd bet 8 of my 12 PhDs they're listening to this very conversation. I can't risk transmission. Even if we use atomic rain to destroy the gunners, by transmitting the access codes, we'd just be handing them over to Vault Tech. And with those codes, they're more than capable of commandeering atomic rain for themselves. And they'd use those satellites to destroy us out of pure spite.
Then, what do we do? How do we stop them?
I say we attack.
Hey, but that's what we're already trying to do.
Listen, we can't use atomic rain. But you also cannot allow the gunners to get their hands on the last Engram tape. If they deliver it to their employer, the entire sum of my knowledge would be at their disposal, and that includes the atomic rain launch codes. For the sake of me, yourself, the Commonwealth, and dare I say the entirety of mankind, you must stop them.
No pressure, huh?
A lot of lives are depending on us.
I have a plan, but our line of communication is no longer secure. Return to your headquarters, and I will find a way to instruct you further. Magnusson, out.
Come on, let's head back to HQ.
Okay, let's roll. It's time for the big fight. And I think I've got just about every ally we could want, so we should be able to ace this battle. And I will spoil all the secrets of how it works under the hood. Alright, if I can find my way through this basic dungeon that I've probably played through 1,000 times. Alright. Jake didn't even bother to follow me. He's like, you don't know where you're going. Where? Okay, why can't I find the way through here? I think I gotta go through this. Ah, here we go. The yes, hello just stuck on screen permanently, apparently. Some sort of UI bug. Should clear after we leave the area. Ah, there it goes. We likely have like a flag on the conversation that says you can't exit it. Okay. Alright, let's just fast travel right back to HQ. We got plenty of time. We might be able to get the battle going tonight. Trying to think of all the people I need to have. I should have the Minutemen. I've got the Brotherhood. We recruited the remnants of the Institute and the Railroad. CPD, Nightingales. Well, who else do we have? We've got Concord. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hi. Oh, hey, Chief. All the department heads are in a meeting. Seemed important. They're probably waiting for you.
Okay, up we go. Who else do we have? We've got NLCC, Super Mutants. I think I already said the Super Mutants. I don't know. I bet we probably have like 13 or 14 allies available, so it should be plenty for this.
A lot better than New Reno.
I am ready. Let's go. Failed. Meet the envoy at HQ. I don't think I actually failed that. I think that was just a bug in the envoy thing because I'd been here recently and there was nobody waiting for me. At least I hope so. Hope I didn't miss out on road. I guess we can always save scum if we need to. We should find out during this. Far Harbor faction distance will be cool. Yeah, there's a lot of issues with linking into. Oh, okay. Apparently, I can't access it. A lot of issues with linking into the major DLC. Wait a second. What's going on here? What? Teresa got Mansfield's outfit by mistake. That's so funny. Look. Mansfield's still in the faction uniform, and Teresa's in Mansfield's outfit. Oh, that's a hilarious bug. I know exactly how that happened. It was just probably when I was setting up the script properties. I just misclicked. All right, Teresa. Let me write some notes for myself. In Mansfield's outfit after JA06. They're buddies now.
Good. You've arrived.
We know what's going on. Magnusson made contact. Well, kind of made contact. The good thing, too. We're already seeing gunners moving on Quincy.
Contact? How?
Dr. Magnusson transmitted some kind of signal which caused the comm array to explode. A rather crude message, but it certainly grabbed our attention.
Oh no, not again.
All right, I may have exaggerated for effect, but the transmission did blow out several of the array's components.
It forced us offline. But after some emergency repairs and workarounds, we got most things running again. And then this message started playing.
I must apologize for broadcasting this data burst. It's at the very limit of what the comm array's hardware can process. As such, receiving this message will damage the array. But it is vital that you obtain the data I am sending. It may take some time for our communications to be re-established, but until then, you must begin an offensive on the settlement of Quincy right away. I am housed in a lab beneath the surface of this town, and now that the gunners know I'm here, it won't take long for them to reach me. You must not let this happen. You cannot allow them to take the Engram tape. Now, listen. I formulated a plan for your offensive. First, you'll need to...
This next part, we had a little trouble decrypting. Probably because of the damage to the array. Some of the message is missing.
So you know about Vault-Tec?
Yeah, we know. Every time Magnusson contacted you, we heard it through the array, so we know everything.
And it was fortunate we did. It let us begin prepping the moment we noticed things were going down the shitter.
Okay, let's hear it.
This data must be downloaded to the holotape you recovered from Vault 111 before you attack Quincy. The plan will not work without it. I regret not always being forthright with you. But I am now prepared to confide in you fully. to reveal all. Defeat the Gunners, secure the Engram tape, and I'll reward you with everything I have the capability to offer. And if for reasons beyond my control, we do not speak again, know that outside of a few minor annoyances, it has been a pleasure. Magnusson out.
Stupid lab in Quincy? What kind of option is that?
He needs our help.
That's it. That's everything we were able to retrieve. We tried contacting the doctor, but the array, it's still badly damaged.
What's this data the doc was talking about?
Oh, yes. The message included some kind of computer code. We downloaded it to the holotape as instructed.
Despite the gap in the message, the code we received seems whole and perfectly viable.
But we have no idea what it is or what it's for.
The holotape. What's on it?
The holotape you recovered contains data on Dr. Magnusson's inventions, including the instructions for building the enhanced ASAM.
Nevertheless, a significant amount of information on the tape remains encrypted. And what Dr. Magnusson had us download to it is anyone's guess.
Whatever it is, I'm sure it'll work.
Right. The doc wouldn't have sent us something if it weren't important.
Regrettably, due to the corrupted message, there's no way to know Dr. Magnusson's plans for assaulting Quincy.
So instead, we've put together a plan of our own. Only, with such short notice, we're probably gonna need some outside help to pull it off.
We'll be calling on every friend we've made out there, but I think we have enough support to do this.
You've got my attention. As I understand it, this Engram tape is the Gunners' endgame. Once they have it, they win, and we lose.
So obviously we need to secure Quincy, and find Magnusson's lab as fast as possible.
But reports indicate Gunners have already overrun the town, and we can expect a lot more on the way.
Let's hear this plan of yours.
The strategy we've devised, first, aims to reduce the number of Gunners currently occupying Quincy, and then, to mitigate the eventual retaliation. To start, we deploy a strike team to attack Quincy from the north. We make it seem like this is our main offensive, but in reality, it's merely a diversion. With the strike team preoccupying the Gunners, a second team will cut a path from the HQ to Quincy's main entrance.
That'll be the defense team. They'll stop any Gunners from reaching the HQ, and secure the route to Quincy, ensuring a steady flow of our troops can enter. After that, our focus shifts to eliminating any Gunners remaining in Quincy, and finding Magnusson's lab before any more show up.
What about that second part of this plan? You said something about mitigation.
Mitigating the Gunners' ability to fight back is partially what the defense team will be doing. But there are more avenues we can pursue.
Like what?
Well, this is where that outside help I mentioned comes into play. We ain't got the capacity to do everything ourselves. Well, we do, but we'd make a real sloppy job of things if we tried. But if we had enough people backing us up...
Then we'd be able to delegate additional roles to support the assault, such as making use of dedicated technicians to disable or even sabotage some of the Gunners' technology. Not to mention the possibility of artillery. Range attacks on incoming Gunners would thin their numbers, reducing reinforcements.
We also discussed the use of infiltration.
Oh, we got Wise
Never
over there.
underestimate the advantage unlocked doors and hacked terminals can provide.
Air support was also considered. In situations like this, having someone friendly in the sky would certainly help.
And last, but definitely not least, having reliable mission support would greatly improve our odds. After all, effective coordination is the key to success.
But, like I said, we ain't got the capacity to do a good job of all those things ourselves. We need help.
Makes sense.
Thankfully, since the Gunners first invaded, we've kept in close contact with our allies. And they've already agreed to help us however they can.
Thanks to your efforts, we have enough allies for every role. So you'll have to decide which group is best suited to each task.
From the strike team to mission support, each task requires singular focus. So ideally, that means one group assigned to each role. Otherwise, performance is gonna suffer. Not to mention, some of our allies may lack the manpower to handle more than one thing. So, just try to avoid any double dipping, okay?
Let's get started then.
We made contact with our allies before you arrived. they'll be sending representatives. I imagine they'll be arriving here soon.
Until then, the HQ's on temporary lockdown.
After the meeting, take some time to prep yourself. Maybe gather any gear you'll need for the assault. You might even be able to sneak in a nap if you need it. Once you're ready, just take your seat at the table. And as soon as our allies get here, I'll send them up to the meeting room.
All right, everyone. We can do this. I got faith in each and every one of you. Even Aiden. Let's do this. For the Commonwealth. And for everyone else as well.
Okay. So now... Oh yeah, I think this is a, this is something like we have to address still. There's supposed to be a moment here where you're supposed to be able to, like, leave and go do a nap and get supplies, but it's actually not set up right now. There was, I think it was like one of those things where it was like, okay, we're going to have to then set up all their AI packages again to sit in, because this is actually in a different cell. Like, if I TCL'd through the wall, this is not in HQ, because we needed to make sure that the room was stable. And as you guys can imagine, having, you know, the dynamic HQ with how whatever the hell the player decided to build in it and all the NPCs they sent could be pretty unstable. So we decided to keep this in its own little special area. So this will be one of those things that we'll go back and set up correctly eventually. But for now, it's not that. I think most people, they got that pop up before they entered the room and understand that it's time for the end. So here we go. Yeah, everybody popping up into the cell.
Hey, Chief.
Let's
It's
see who's
time.
all here.
Everyone who's gonna show has arrived.
Quite the collection. We might just pull this off.
Everyone here has agreed to
Let's
assist
get
with
the
the
Ron.
battle.
Get Diamond City.
Although, some with a caveat or two.
The Nightingales are here to help, but will decline any role that requires excessive bloodshed. We are, after all, physicians, not soldiers.
NLTC won't be doing anything direct, but it's why I'm here. They're offering to subcontract my company to you. Hell, my boys and I are always up for a good war. It's gonna run you 10,000 caps, though. The princess authorized a discount, too. Lucky you.
You sure I can't get you to drop some more caps off the price?
Fine, fine. But only because I actually want to be here. I'll cover some out of my own pocket. It'll still run you 8,000 caps. That's as far as my enthusiasm goes.
Fine. Here's your caps.
Well, with all that out of the way, let's get to it, shall we?
Everyone who's gonna show is here. We're ready to do this.
Okay, there's our answer. Is Janice here? Did we get him to show up, or did I forget to do his meeting? I don't remember where he's standing. Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. We got everybody. Yeah, let's have him read them all off.
Is everyone here?
Well,
Berman in the back there.
There's us, and those who have joined our group. Then we have Elder Maxon and Scribe Stevens, representing the Brotherhood.
And we have the Institute survivors, represented by Mr. Gallister. And also Janice, speaking for what remains of the railroad.
Naturally, Fiona is here to stand for the Nightingales.
Oh, and how can we forget young Simon, our reliable local CPD officer?
There's Miss Proudmore of the NLTC, escorted by Allison. And that's it. At least for the heavy hitters.
The others?
The coolest mayor to grace the Commonwealth.
Oh,
Ron is here
Ron lost
speaking
his
for Diamond City.
sunglasses.
Oh, yeah.
Father Edmund
That's
is
our bug,
here
too.
for the people of Concord.
And that's everyone.
I gotta put that on my list. We gotta get the Ron back his glasses. I'm guessing it happened after something went wrong after he changed gear during the NLCC questline, because he gets the hazard suit temporarily. Put that on my list to look into.
Anyone else?
Well, as Salvador mentioned, there are also those who've integrated into our own group, such as Sickle and his band of super mutants, Berman, of course, Wise, ex-gunner agent,
and that really is everyone.
There we go. And so, like, there's some of those people where you have, like, the smaller individuals, like Berman and Wise and stuff, you can use them, and they act as, like, strike leaders. I'm actually trying to... We have a chart internally, and I'm trying to find this chart because it will help me walk you guys through how some of this works. I just got to find it. I remember roughly what the sheet is called. I'm looking in our... here we go. in our little secret drive with all this stuff so that I can reveal some of the secrets behind how this runs. Let me see. Here we go. Okay, cool. Now I have the notes so I can talk it through when we're making our choices here.
I have full confidence in the abilities
There's going to be a
of everyone
bloodbath
here.
was one of the options.
I'm sure everyone already knows that. After all, you're the reason they're here.
There is no need for further discussion. Everyone here knows the plan and what's at stake. It's time to decide each group's role in the assault. Remember, not every group is well suited to each task, and some groups lack the size to accept more than one role. So choose wisely. All right. First up, who here should lead our strike team?
Okay, and I am going to assign everybody. So if you let Salvador pick them, he picks like somebody who's like average at everything. So if you want to have the best reactions, and a lot of this stuff plays out. So when you're playing through and picking these factions, and then you play through the battle, depending on who you pick, different things will happen. Now, I will say that in the end, it only has a minor impact on the way the battle plays out and some of the quests play out. But the long term, our intention is to make it so that there's consequences, so you lose some of your allies if you fail it. We just haven't put that in because we knew that when we launched Chapter 3, it was very likely there were going to be some bugs with this stuff. So we don't want to have consequences for buggy things. So one day we'll have a patch that's like adds consequences to things, but not until we're confident that all the current bugs are all sorted out before we do anything like that. But that's the plan. So there's like the secret thing behind under the hood that we have roles for everybody, and they have like a ranking, like a 1 to 5 ranking at how they'll do it things. Like for example, it's going to ask us to do air support. Obviously Brotherhood are going to be absolute beasts at that. They're going to get the specialist, as we call it. They're going to be the highest rank. And then somebody like the Institute who has, I'm trying to think of the for air support, who has the worst ranking on that. Hold on, I got a chart up here. But basically for each of the different roles, they can either be absolutely awesome at it, absolutely terrible at it, where you'll see failures, and then you can get stuff in the middle there. So I'm going to go through and pick out some what we call specialists who are going to be the best for each role, because I have pretty much every faction available. Okay, so now it's going to give me action for the strike team. So the strike team, the best people to put in charge of that are Berman, who will take your HQ squad and lead them. Let's see here. NLTC mercs are considered specialists. And I think that's it for the ones that we have included right now. We have some other, we have this giant chart of like potential future factions, what we might do. But so we can choose either Berman or NLTC. I'm going to use NLTC because we just paid for them. I do kind of want to see Berman in though, so let me think here. What else would NLTC be good at? They have a second. I think they also do good as the defense team. So yeah, let's do Berman just because we went through all the trouble to keep him around.
Oh man, Sickle, happy to see
Interesting.
you. Now that's what I'm talking about.
That's your pick, huh? Are you sure that's who you want for the strike team?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Very well. Now, who should take charge of defense?
All right, so when we get to defense, let me see our list of... So the people who are best at defense are Sickle and his super mutants, and the NLTC mercs. So, oh, I'm torn there. I think I'm going to use super mutants just because I love having Sickle around. So it'll be fun to march onto Quincy with the super mutants. So I think we're going to go with Sickle there. Oh, I should also tell you guys the worst. A lot of them are in the middle. The worst people to send on strike team are going to be, let's see, who do we have flagged as like the worst on this? The Nightingales are flagged that way. I don't know if the Nightingales will even let you send them. The original intention was to just have them decline, but I think because we needed you to have a certain number of people, we had to just let you send them anyway, even though they tell you they won't go. So I think the Nightingales are the absolute worst you could send on strike team. And then some of the other bad ones, Railroad Remnants are pretty bad at strike team. Defense, the worst people you could send, again, Railroad Remnants again. I think they're like the weakest of the factions, because you basically just got a small handful of people remaining who are used to doing guerrilla fighting, not exactly ready for out in the open combat. So we're gonna go ahead and send Sickle here.
Hey, This
You
makes
know,
us strong.
if you ever want to hang out in
Ron.
the dugout sometime,
That's your
let me
pick, huh?
know.
Thanks, Ron.
Are you certain that's your pick to defend our troops in the HQ?
Yeah, we're definitely sending signal. Let's go.
I've made my choice.
Of course. It's your call.
Okay, who's up next?
What about the
Tech.
gunner's tech? Who should deal with that?
Okay, so the best would be the Institute, but we don't actually have the Institute. We have we just have their remnants. We're going to be a little bit worse at it. So we might send them, but I'm trying to look through our chart, see if we have anybody else who would qualify as specialist. Looks like it's definitely the full Institute. So then second best would be, we could use, there's a lot of actually different people we could use for people who are decent at it. Let's see, for the tech, I'm going to go with, I don't want to go with Brotherhood. I might send the Institute Remnants anyway. They should be good at tech. Yeah, we'll do the Institute Remnants. We could do, and NLC Mercs are flagged as being decent at it, but I'm going to send the Institute Remnants. That seems to make sense.
I haven't seen you in our church
All right, Institute Remnants.
for some time. Perhaps
Okay.
you should stop by soon.
I'm confident that this will help us maintain a technological edge.
The Institute. Are you positive that's who you want to handle this?
Positive.
Yeah, they've got this.
As you would have it. Next, who should be on artillery?
Of course, the Minutemen. Wait, did we forget to... Did I forget to... Oh, I think the Minutemen didn't trigger. I think this is what I think... Mini True Nerd had the same problem as well, that... what's his name? Why can't I think of it? Preston just never offered up his allyship, so I gotta actually put that on my list. And that might have been the one that was... that we failed at. It might be that it's... Preston just is not being enabled, so... Minutemen meeting... Or allyship, maybe not. Maybe the meeting did happen and there's just not detecting it, but I'll put that on my list to investigate. Minutemen meeting either didn't happen, or ally state failed for Battle of Quincy. Notes for our patch. Okay, so who's our second best option here? So we are on to artillery. So in addition to the Minutemen obviously being the best, the CPD is considered a secondary one. So we will use the CPD.
Can get you far.
All right.
I think it's certainly worth a try.
The CPD. You are sure that's who you want on the guns?
I think so.
Understood. Now we come to infiltration. Is there anyone you think would be well suited to the task?
Okay, well, the railroad are an obvious choice for that. Now, in this case, we don't have the actual railroad. We could use the, let's see, I think there's another, oh, Wise acts as a backup specialist, so we'll use Wise. He's our infiltration guy, so we'll go ahead and give that to him. And then anytime you choose Berman or Wise, they just take a contingent of your HQ folks.
Fascinatingly uneconomical. Nice. Work smart, not hard.
That's your pick,
And
huh?
Wise is actually
You think
can be
they're
pretty
up to the
interesting
challenge?
too. His has got like some layers to it. I don't know if I don't remember if it has to do with what's happened previously with him. I can't recall, but his should be interesting when we see him.
I'm sure they'll be fine.
Okay, we can go with them. Have you given any thought to who can provide air support?
Obviously, the Brotherhood.
No matter what Cassandra tells you, her T's...
Okay. Now, if you don't have the Brotherhood available, the other people that do decent at it, like the Remnants can do okay at it. And then NLTC are considered adept at pretty much everything. I think the idea there was that you're paying them. So you want them to be, you don't want it to feel like you just wasted 8,000 to 10,000 caps out of your own pocket. So I think they're generally decent at everything. But Brotherhood is the absolute best pick here. So we'll go ahead and do that.
are not magical and will not enlarge anything. People will believe anything these days.
The Brotherhood.
I don't know
You
why
stand firm in your
the idols
choice.
are not disabled. We have them flagged to be disabled, but apparently the game has other ideas. So yeah, of course, Brotherhood.
Right. I'll trust your judgment. The last thing to consider is who should take care of mission support.
And this one, we kind of give you a clue who the best one is, and that is because Cassandra brings it up. The Nightingales are your actually best choice for mission support. Second best choice would be the Railroad or CPD are also good choices. And then, of course, like I said, NLTC. Now, this, you've probably heard that I haven't mentioned a lot of different options for like the best in each category. And then again, it's because we have like the chart is actually huge. We have like 10 more factions we discussed doing that may make appearances in some future patch. And then those would fill out more of the chart and give you more options so that you have a better chance to have somebody in your ally space that's good at each thing. And the one thing that I haven't been doing, because I have this cheater chart over here I can use from our development notes, what you guys were intended to do is ask for opinions. So I'll show you here so that, because obviously you guys wouldn't know all these things that I know necessarily. Some of them are obvious, like like the Brotherhood. Obviously, they're the best choice for air support. Minutemen best choice for artillery, but some of the others are kind of a little bit subjective. So you can ask the opinion from Salvador.
What do you think?
Tell you if
probably our best option.
He'll at least tell you if you made a terrible pick or a decent pick before you confirm it. So if he'll tell you straight up, like, nope, they're not good at that. So if you wanted to, you could just like go through one at a time and pick them and ask him for their opinion if you weren't sure at all and you really wanted to get a good result. But we should have we have specialists in almost everything, so we should get a lot of cool little payoff moments for it. There's also the other way you can play this. If you pick the absolute worst people, some of them we have like critical failures where just like something terrible will happen.
I guess we'll see.
Indeed we will.
With everyone aware of their duties, before leaving, I'll ensure they have all that's needed to perform their roles as effectively as possible.
Say, now that we got a strike team picked, we're gonna need to get things prepped for him. I think we'll need your help on this one, Chief. Me, Aiden, and Sal will wait outside. Come find us as soon as you're ready.
In the meantime, the rest of us will continue repairing the comm array, recovering more of Magnusson's message, and attempting to re-establish contact with the doctor.
All right, then. We all know what we're doing. Good luck, everyone.
What smell?
Oh, Sir Rick just informed me I missed one of the best options. Mission support. I could have had the Ron on there, and I totally screwed the pooch on that. Oh, well. Next time. So if you have Diamond City Allied, which requires a very specific series of events to pull off, you can end up with the Ron as your mission support. Okay. Now we've got to meet everyone else. Okay, now here's the option. Now, so here's the current point we have set up where you can take a moment and, you know, sleep and gather up your gear and go use the labs or whatever. But we're just going to go for it. I'm in pretty good shape here.
Hello again.
It's time for war, Lily.
Regarding a type submission received earlier today.
How's it going, Jack?
Looking good.
The admin team is looking forward to implementing it.
We're getting gunner respawns in the middle of this while we're prepping for the war. And we'll just jump down. I don't know where that ladder went. So there's a secondary little thing that happens under the hood. If you choose Brotherhood, Institute, or Railroad, or Minutemen for any job, we have them ranked based on like how spectacular their support looks, and then like we give you that one. So like Brotherhood tends to be the one that has the flashiest thing because they've got flying vertibirds, they've got well, I'll show you guys, but we're gonna get a lot of Brotherhood showing up because they have the most visual interest, and I think second most is Institute, then Minutemen, then fourth is Railroad. Railroad is really like the weakest faction. I think everyone would agree with that based on their specialties.
So, what's our situation?
I think it's safe to assume each team is busy making
I
preparations
keep seeing
for the attack.
Teresa from afar and thinking it's
Well, apart
Mansfield
from the
because of the outfit
infiltration
problem.
team. They left for Quincy a few minutes ago.
Speaking of preparation, we still need to secure locations for the strike team's diversion.
I've been thinking about that. There's an old military checkpoint just down the road from Quincy. Last I heard, it was under gunner control. If we took it, Not only would it draw the gunners' attention, but it offers an ideal launching point for the strike team.
What do you say, Chief? Ready to lead some troops to secure the checkpoint?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
The military checkpoint's a solid option, but we still require a secondary location to observe the gunners' response to the strike team's efforts.
What about Hyde Park? If you don't mind getting your boots a little wet, it'll give us a good vantage point, and it's got some decent cover.
And that's what we'll do. Chief, you'll need to lead a squad to capture the South Boston military checkpoint, and then double back to secure Hyde Park before returning to HQ. Once you've done that, we can begin the assault on Quincy.
You can trust me with this. I'll get it done.
We know that. After all, you're our chief.
We've set up a command table that you can use to organize the troops.
While you're busy out in the field, we'll get everything ready here. Good luck, Chief.
Okay. Alright, so we can use the desk here to catch this. Let me catch one chat real quick. Let's see. PHO7, ooh, surprise Sunday stream. Love the mind game stream, by the way. Yeah, it's a surprise stream for SS2. Usually I do, like, Sundays like my wildcard stream. I'll do Skyrim or Starfield or a random game. But I was in an SS2 mood tonight, and I just completely forgot that I was supposed to stream something else, and just queued up SS2, and so that's what we're doing. But yeah, on the Mindgame stream was really cool, and actually he ended up releasing it like the day, either the next day or the day after that stream. So if you guys want to play through the promo I played through, or the prologue rather, it's up. You can play through it all. I think it still has a long way to go before it's fully done, but there's a lot to play already. So it's available up on Nexus right now. I can't imagine it's not in hot files. Unrest. Oh, Kingath, I expanded my... Oh, hold on a second. I need to switch this over to a different monitor. I can barely see these things. Pop out chat. There we go. Much better. Expanded my Cinderblock series of settlement designs. I now have County Crossing, Slog, Charlotte Drive-In, Markwater Construction. I might have an idea for Grey Garden and Finch Farm. Oh, your the released city plans you have? Is that what you're talking about? Yogi Kingath plays with an Xbox controller if you're on PC. Yeah, I have my Xbox control. I had an Xbox playthrough going, and I had to put it on ice because the next gen update just makes the game just crashes constantly for me on Xbox. I even tried spinning up a new save file and like starting over with the intention of just powering through it all, and it just kept crashing. So I've kind of put the pin on Xbox for now until they patch it again and fix whatever stability issues are going on. Nick Carter, are there any plans to add an option to force an attack on a settlement? You mean like some sort of like mechanism in game you could force somebody to attack you? I mean, we have test commands that can do that, but I don't intend on exposing them because there's no like real immersive explanation for why you'd want to do that. Alright, so let's go to operations. Oops. Oh yeah, okay, so when you choose the operations board and it's not in a settlement, when it's somewhere in HQ, you have to first pick the origin settlement. So we'll pick probably Castle or Spectral Island. We'll say Castle as our origin point. And that basically just uses that to figure out how many warriors there are. -2 injured warriors. Yay. Good old bug counts. That's alright. We should have plenty. Capture territory. And we're going to take on South Boston military checkpoint. There we go. Okay, gathering our forces. This will take a minute because I have a lot of forces. All right, and I'm sure that I have way more than 10, but that's fine. 10 should be plenty to take this out. And yep. Okay, so we need building materials because we're probably getting a bunch of Brotherhood Knights, and I think that they have probably steel. And I don't think that was supposed to be because of Brotherhood of Steel as some sort of cheeky thing. I think it was like repairing one of the common repair costs for power armor. I think was the driving force behind that. I'm just not just setting up building blocks so far on Xbox. Then I'm going to redo them on PC and release them as city plans, workshop framework plans. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, always good to see more plans out there so people can mix and match and come up with their perfect set of settlements. Do we get Quincy as a settlement after this mission? No, you don't, but there are plenty of other mods that make Quincy a settlement, so you could headcanon it and install that. I didn't want to have to compete with all of those mods for the settlement slot when they've taken a lot of time building it out and doing a really good job, and we would have just done like the bare minimum because there's so much other stuff we're focused on in the mod. So it made sense to me to let other mods do it. I did talk to at least one other person who had one of those mods and suggested they could use a trigger from our quest to unlock it as a backup plan, but I don't know if they've done so or not. There we go. Okay, let's get our sniper rifle up. What do we got here? Okay, oh yeah, we've got all of our... We got Mix of Brotherhood and HQ folks. All out here defending us. So basically, like I mentioned earlier, we basically pick... If you end up using one of the main factions, we kind of pick them as like... they'll fill in a lot of the ranks periodically, so it makes them seem like they're a bigger deal, right? They're a bigger part of your squad, your ally, providing more support. Are we getting a crashed autosave? I doubt it. We should be okay. It usually recovers from an autosave. Come on, game, you got this. Yeah, again, does that a lot for me too. Doesn't bring the full 15 troops on raids. Yeah, I think that'll be one of those things that gets resolved once I rewrite the code around that. I know exactly what I have to do. It's just a matter of finding like a week I can commit as many of my hours as possible to redesigning that system. Because that soldiers, man, that it's not just soldiers either. It's like settlers use it, captives use it, the rolls use it. It's so deep into SS2 code. That was like one of the first things I spent my time doing during Chapter 3 development was rejigging all of the code. Actually, no, I think I prepped it even earlier than that. I think I started laying the foundation for the soldier code when I started SS2 dev because it's the same system that drives it under the hood for Conqueror. So I knew from way back then what I was going to be doing, and you know, for the most part, it seems to work fine in Conqueror, but that's because Conqueror uses different mechanisms for actually fetching all your troops. But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of wonky issues with the warrior count stuff. One day we'll get it fixed. Colin, has the fate of the original Magnusson ever been revealed? I know it's been teased. I would almost guarantee that Sarek has an idea in his head of what happens, but I don't think there's any way to find it out currently. There's also something that we have on our to-do list. Sarek, I don't know if you have it all written or not, but we also have... Magnusson mentions that there's supposed to be a terminal with extra information below his monitor, and I know we never actually put that in the game. So like, I've seen a lot of people scream it, and they're like, what terminal? I can't activate anything. It's because I never got plugged in yet. And maybe that's supposed to reveal some of that? I'm not sure. I guess, what am I doing? We're just gonna... Uh-oh. Back up. Pretty sure that soldier just ate it. Hey, nice. Wait, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Alright, let's see here. I think we can get... Yes, we can. So one more point, I think gets us the knockdown. Nice, nice. Nick Carter, ever get a Fallout 4 crash that made your PC restart? No, that sounds horrible. I've had it happen where like I had trouble closing the game out. But never crashing my PC. Man, there's so much just random wildlife around here. So we got a legendary Yaogwai over here. Who are you guys fighting? Oh, some super mutants. I think I plugged the freaking vertibird there. Alright. These things are freaking tanks. Bad news for you, my armor's pretty tanky too. Wait, did I break his arm so he can't attack me? Oh, no, there he goes. Oh. What do we got? Did we get a bear? We did. Whoa! Look at that little freeze frame there. Ooh. Battle before the battle here. PH7 will conquer and SS2 still be a thing. That's my goal. I still hope to. Part of the problem is oh my god, there's so much stuff going on. We are still working on getting the story all wrapped up because I don't want to migrate it over to SS2 with a half-finished story like it is in SS1. I won't get into why that is, like why that happens. Again, many people, I've told the story many times, but I don't like that it's out there unfinished, so I don't want to repeat that. And then it'll just be a matter of like, can we reassemble the voice cast or not? Which I don't know. You're gonna try. I'm sure we're still gonna try. So many. Could have sworn we took control of this area too. Apparently not. So spongy. Alright, let's just get in up close. God. Takes so many bullets. It shocks me that there are mods that increase the tankiness of these guys. Like, really? They're not tanky enough? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Off the car. Ah, there was somebody here. Nice. Oh, what is that thing he's got? Oh, it's probably just an overheated minigun. Crazy glow orange glow on that thing. All right, where'd you go? Where'd you go? There's two of you over there. There we go. Alright, just no more. Alright. Committed now. I'm gonna take him out. I don't want to have to start an assault over here because we'll be here for 2 hours taking these guys. I was pretty sure I already controlled this area, but I'm gonna double check the flight full after we finish combat here. See if maybe we lost it at some point. Would not shock me. I haven't really been stacking defenders over here. Alright, let's see if we still control this spot. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so they must have taken it back from us. Makes sense. That was one of those things that wasn't working for the longest time, and we fixed it in one of the recent patches, made it so that people can actually take your territories back from you if you don't defend them enough. Alright, where are our people at? Ah, there we go. I see all those power armor guys. Alright, let's see if we can... Let's get out the binoculars and we'll just tag a few people. Make sure we know what we're dealing with here. Apparently they got in a fight with some other faction over there. Okay. Anybody else? Alright, I'm pretty sure we don't have it set up, but we will try. Oop, we'll try and drop some artillery. Let's see here. Nope, not flare gun. I want HQ radio. Down here. Let's see if we have any support available.
HQ, standing by. Go ahead.
I need your help.
Can you specify the strike you're requesting? Can't proceed with that.
Yeah,
Target is not
I have
suitable.
not been installing any artillery anywhere. Oh, look at them all. Holy cow. We're gonna be busy. Alright. Let's open up with a nice stealth shot here. Yeah, I'm 4 blocks from the castle, but I'm betting I'm betting all my artillery workers are sick. I have not done a good job of managing my diseases.
Stop right there.
Let's see if that works. Middle of battle, just puts his hands up. Oops, sorry, brother. Brother at night. My bad. At least one death. This is a really good vantage point for this fight. There we go. Alright, there's no way there's not reinforcements are. But there is a good chance that most of the reinforcements just fall from the sky and die. Because that seems to happen a lot to me. This fight is screaming for some FCOM CAS. What is the CIS? go check and see if do you have any downed soldiers over here. Hope all these Brotherhood will pick up some guns. Every once in a while I've gotten a Brotherhood soldier who's got oh, there's our reinforcement, or their reinforcements. Once in a while I get a paladin or something that just shows up and then just run around punching people. Just absolutely absurd looking. Where's everybody else? Is that it? Unnecessary jet use. Got it. Close air support. Ah. Okay, vertibirds with missiles, lasers and missiles. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Being able to call vertibirds is something I definitely want to add at some point. And vertibirds should just support you. That would be awesome. Oh, nice. Got most of them with that. Buddy. Just trying to pacify that one. Wasn't interested. Need all these resources. Alright, who are we fighting over here? Yep, jet time. We are getting that air support after all, so that's nice. And I know it's not going to last long. Those damn birds are so sensitive. That is actually one of those areas where I wouldn't mind a mod to resolve that problem. Boost up their health a little bit.
Easy now. Hands up.
I'm interested. There we go. Alright, did we lose anybody? Other than the one guy that I totally took out with a grenade. I'm sure we got some injuries, but that's okay. Oh, what do we got here? A random raider. Yeah, good luck, buddy. Alright, reload all this stuff. Confident Xbox Series X can handle 10 plus vertibirds in combat. Alright, we got one death at least. How many injuries? How bad? What's the situation here? Just the one death. Nice. Yeah, the Brotherhood soldiers are freaking tanks. Okay, now we get the call for the
South
second
Boston
assault.
checkpoint is under our control. Leave behind a detachment of troops and proceed to Hyde Park. Over and out.
Okay, let's do it. And then I think we're gonna, after we capture Hyde Park, I think before I do the proper assault, I think I'm gonna actually put a pin in this save and we'll pick up again on Wednesday. I actually got some work to do. I have to do tonight. And I want to see, make sure since this was a surprise bonus stream, I don't want people expecting that to continue on Wednesday to miss out on the big fight. All right. Okay, we're up at, oh, let's make a plan. I was like, we're not there yet. Ooh, she's chugging. Yeah, there we go. Have we had any frame, like a lot of frame drops or buffering today? I know that's been like a ongoing struggle with the stream lately. Okay, I think we will just stick with those few for now. Haven't noticed any? Nice. Go and oh, this is just a raider. Alright, okay, anyway. Alright, so we can get up there. It'll be a great high ground to fight them from, and I think our soldiers should be okay because we got probably getting a bunch of paladins again. Ah. There's gotta be a better way to get up there than that log. Come on, come on. Get me out of here. What am I stuck on? Oh, there we go. I just thought I could. Okay, how do we get up to the roof here? Here we go. The raiders are all, let's get out of here. Hey guys. Oh, my guys all got taken out. It said your reinforcements are on the way. Oh, there they are. All right, let's get them healed up. Whoops. Give him that on the shoulder. There we go. All right, let's get these guys back up. Take out his fusion card? No. Whoa. Get back in the fight. Get back in the fight.
What the?
Uh-oh. I'm out of, no, I'm not out of grenades. Just got it. You said check the loot on the power armor gunner corporal. Alright, I'll have to find where that corporal was. Ah, come on. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, anything, or is this not the right one? Were you expecting to see anything weird? That looks like normal loot to me. How about this guy? Looks like normal stuff. Oh, we got a whole squad downed over here. Get in there, guys. Pick up some better weapons.
Think you can hide? If that's what you want.
This person looks like a gunner. Some shoulders on. Oops.
Back here, damn it.
The raider got pulled into it, probably because I tagged him. Actually, no, he's not part of the... He doesn't have the... Alright, who else is left over here? Nice. What kind of trash do you have? Yeah, martyr's left leg. No thanks. Oops. Enemy reinforcements. Alright, let's get back to it. Actually, I've lost track of where I'm supposed to be defending here. Oh god. Alright, I think the flags were on this side, over by the church. Oh, are those our guys? Okay, good, those are our guys. Any more downed folks we need to pick up?
What the? Thought I saw something.
Oh, oh, there we go. Here they come. I got the body.
I'm gonna be sick. What's that noise?
Take him down, guys. Alright, too slow, too slow. More reinforcements, alright. Again, not shocking. We're pretty deep in here. Alright, where is that? What is marked right there? can almost get HQ support from over here. Oh, I see him getting closer. Starting to spread out. Oh, I saw one. Missed.
Have it your way. Damn it!
Oh, they teleported. Nice. That's got it. Nope, still more. Holy cow. Alright, can I get these guys this time? Oh, we got somebody needs a stem over here. So what usually triggers the teleport is we have checks for... Are they going to fight the behemoth? We have checks for when you lose line of sight on them for too long. Then we know that like there's a good chance that they're stuck underneath the world. Which is what makes the teleports happening. Alright.
Huh?
I don't know, just let them fight the behemoth. Just take them from behind here. Joined forces with the gunners. Temporary, man, I can't speak. Temporarily. Well, isn't all that firepower.
That was some luck. What just happened?
Go team, go! Look at all those miniguns. Fantastic. I don't even want to interject. Just let them do their thing. Take them out. It's beautiful. Good work, guys. Nice. Yeah, those rank ups. May not be the smartest way to use a minigun, but it's damn satisfying. Just push button, don't let go. Oh, there was some more around this guy. Alright, we should get a little victory cam here. You know what? I assume we took some injuries there. There had to be some people I missed. We had people going down like crazy at the beginning. Still think we'll get S rank. Yeah. Only 2. Alright, not bad, not bad. Gunfire like that I can listen to all day. Yeah, it feels super satisfying to hear them just unleashing hell with the full auto guns.
Hyde Park secured, we can monitor the strike team and receive live reports on their progress. Return to headquarters. It's time to take Quincy.
Hell yeah. Alright. Finally got to the Battle of Quincy. Resupply your ammo and chems. I believe we have a container sitting nearby that'll just give you a whole bunch of both. Which I'll probably need, because I think I've just ripped through like 40 stim packs. But I think that's a good place to stop for tonight. I will be back, presumably on Wednesday, barring anything happening. But yeah, I think Wednesday we will probably finish up Battle of Quincy and like the first couple of at least the first epilogue quest, and then I think we'll probably need another day to finish up all the other epilogue content, because there's quite a bit of it now after the 3.40 patch. So probably 2 more days and we'll be done with Chapter 3, and then we can decide what to do next, because you know me, I'm going to just roll another SS2 playthrough. So maybe we'll incorporate add-on packs, a couple of mods or something for the next one. We'll play it by ear. I'll talk with you guys. I might put some of it up to a vote, but thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to call it a night, and I'll be back on Wednesday.